MM 32.3. Let's keep going round and round. Councillor Fletcher held the item down. Pardon? Oh, can I have a motion to finish the items? We only have 4 left.
Yes, so moved, Madam Speaker. So moved.
On favor? Carried. Okay, Councillor Fletcher.
Yes, I think that councillors have the amendment for the carousel. Don't know how much time you'd like to spend on it, to replace the first recommendation, which says to secure the purchase, to instead negotiate an amendment to the license agreement, which ensures that we won't be losing this carousel, and to come back to Government Management Committee on those results.
Okay, thank you. Deputy Mayor, do you want to speak? Oh, you have a question? Okay, just one sec, please.
I'm actually curious to know, the councillor said that her motion says this guarantees that we won't be losing the carousel. My interpretation of the motion is there's going to be a report back to the Government Management Committee, and that any decision on whether to keep or save that carousel will be a decision of a future decision of this council.
I think that it's the same as a motion that we had earlier today, Councillor, Deputy Mayor, which very clearly the will of council is to have a negotiation which maintains the carousel and to use the license agreement.
Yeah, but the decision to keep it or save it, this does not make that decision.
The final decision rests once they come back with the negotiations.
Thank you very much.
But I do believe that it very clear with the will of council that this council certainly wants to make sure that we don't lose a 110-year-old Densel menagerie carousel with pigs and ostriches and many carved animals that don't exist in any other carousel, being the only one in Canada and on our waterfront. So to me, this isn't a casual, well, see what you can do. It's a casual, bring us back a deal. Bring us back a deal to government management.
I'm going to speak to it.
Thank you. Deputy Mayor Minnan-Wong to speak.
Yes, thank you, Madam Chair.
Oh, sorry, hold on. I didn't know there were more questions. Okay. Okay, Councillor Holiday, you have a motion to Councillor Fletcher? I'm sorry. I'm tired. Do you have a question to Councillor Fletcher? Okay, Councillor Fletcher, Councillor Holiday, 3 minutes clarification of the motion.
Thank you, Speaker. I don't need 3 minutes. I just want to be sure and clear. Does this motion that you propose, the amendment, does it infer the exchange of money between the city?
You know, it infers sorry, go ahead.
Between the city and Centerville?
I think that the Deputy Mayor was right when this comes back. That's up to our fantastic staff to negotiate what that looks like. Council's making it very clear, we want a deal. What does that look like within the license agreement? They will be recommending something. They may recommend money. They may not. Who knows what it would be, a covenant on it? I'm not sure, Deputy Mayor.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
What happened to
Councillor, Deputy Mayor Minnan-Wong to speak.
Yes, thank you, Madam Chair. I have real problems with this. I'm not supporting it, and I'll tell you why. So this is one of these motions that comes on our table, and you think, you know, it's a harmless thing, there's no real impact on it, and that's the problem with a lot of these things that come through this council. So there are consequences. Let's say this thing, that is going to cost us a sum of money. Let's say it's going to cost us $1 million, because we knew that there was an offer on the table for $3 million. The very awkward question that we don't ask ourselves enough in this place is, what is it that we're giving up for that $1 million? And I will tell you that my residents have not said to me, you know what? We've got enough affordable housing. We don't need that. Let's say it's $1 million, so we can buy a carousel instead. We don't need more transit. I'd like to buy a merry-go-round for the city instead. We don't need to fix our roads anymore because we have so much money, we should buy a merry-go-round. That's the discussion that we're having today. That's the awkward discussion. Well, actually, that's the discussion that we're not having today. My residents haven't told me that you have license to go and buy a merry-go-round. That day has not come to this council. We've got a lot of other priorities, and we shouldn't be doing this. We should not be doing this. It is the wrong thing to do. We don't buy frills. And if there's one example that, I mean, there's no better example that I could think of than buying a merry-go-round and an amusement park ride. Well, anyway, I'm not supporting this. If somebody wishes to save this merry-go-round, so be it. Maybe we can help find sponsors. Maybe we can find someone who wants to buy it. But we should not be spending taxpayers' dollars on this.
We have the motion by Councillor Fletcher. Well, you already spoke. No, you moved the motion. Councillor Fletcher, you were first to speak. You moved the motion. Okay. So on the motion by Councillor Fletcher, do you want a recorded vote? Okay. I know I'm a little tired, but I remember you speaking.
Councillor Perruzza, Councillor DiGiorgio, Councillor McMahon, Councillor Wong Tam, please.
Councillor Mihevc, please.
Councillor McMahon, please. Councillor Perruzza.
The motion carries 27-7.
And that's it.
Now, Councillor Matlow's motion for Broadway has been circulated, so Councillor Matlow, you just want to move it?
Yeah, I just want to thank. I'd
No,
like
you
to.
can speak. You're up.
I'm sorry, I was just being interrupted. No, I just want to thank both our city solicitor and our truly remarkable acting chief planner, along with my staff, for the assistance that they provided. It was really good work. Thank you. This is good. So I move. Pardon me. So I move what I read earlier, just to save some time, but it's in front of us.
It's on the screen, yes, and we did get copies of it. All in favor on TE 2625? On the amendment, all in favor? Carried. Item as amended, record. Okay. Recorded vote. Recorded vote. Yeah.
Councillor Perruzza, please. Councillor DiGiorgio, thank you. Councillor Davis.
The motion carries unanimously, 32 in favor.
Okay, thank you. Page 7, MM 3210. Okay,